Once again, welcome to Captain Fantastic TV. Today we are looking at the fight or grudges that usually ensue between two major halls in most Ghana universities. In the University of Ghana, Legon, we usually have a fight between Commonwealth or Vandals and SARBAH. At the University of Cape Coast, that is UCC, is usually between Atlantic Hall and CASFORD. At Common University of Science and Technology, that is KNUST, is usually between KATANGAH Hall and UNIT. And currently, the Ghana Police Service has deployed officers or policemen and women to make sure security or to make sure there is peace at KNUST, that is Common University of Science and Technology, because of ongoing misunderstanding between these major halls. So students have been asked to go home. Those who have finished their papers have been asked to go home. Those who have papers and other things to do on campus too has been asked to go for authorization. These things has happened for long. In the last video last week, I told you about the success UCC or the glory UCC has brought concerning the time higher education ranking. And I told you that I was a student from 2006 to 2010. Then I became teaching assistant. After teaching assistant, I became a senior research assistant. I've been on campus for long, more than 5 years. So I know what usually goes on between such halls. There are always misunderstanding. At UCC, between CASFORD and Atlantic, during times of this fight, some even died through that. Some died through that. This is not something that we should encourage. This is not something that we should just be silent about it. It's about time this competition, so-called competition for superpower, must cease. There should be ceasefire. Gone are the days that we fight because we think this hall is more powerful or more strong physically. The fight should be between game competition, should be channeled in the game competition. The fight for superpower or for championship should be during games. Inter-hall games should be for academic purposes. Oh, this year the best student was from Atlantic Hall. The best student is from CASFORD. It should be in that manner. Or it should be what you know. We should organize what you know competitions. That is where this fight should be channeled to. But the long time history of CASFORD being the superpower, Atlantic Hall being the superpower, Commonwealth Hall at Legon or University of Ghana is the superpower, or SARBAH Hall, KATANGAH being the superpower, or Unity. These things, well, they make campus life very interesting. They make campus life very interesting. But it shouldn't go to the level that police must come in. It shouldn't go to the level that school must shut down for students to vacate abruptly or before. In fact, these things are bringing disgrace or embarrassment to Ghana universities. I'm appealing to all these halls that have mentioned their names and others to please and please again reconsider this misunderstanding or these grudges. They have serious effects on campus. Academic calendars are always disrupted, or it affects businesses on campus. It affects the economy of the campus. So if, because of the fight, people are to close their businesses, shops must close, students must vacate, let's look at the bulk of money or the bulk of business and exchange of goods and services, supply and demand, that must be cut because of this fight. It also hinders international students from other countries as the news goes viral and students or potential students from other countries, they hear about disturbances, war or fight between halls, major halls on campus. They may think that there's no peace at Ghana universities, so they may not want to come to study. Parents may not want to bring their children. So please again, once again, I'm saying that if we have superpower, if we think we know, if we think the world must hear us that we are Commonwealth Hall, we are vandals, we have potentials, it shouldn't be because we are fighting. It shouldn't be because if we are Atlantic Hall or CASFORD and on campus, at University of Cape Coast campus, we think that the world must hear us. It shouldn't be because we are fighting among ourselves, causing death and destruction of properties. Let's, as university students, most of us are, of course, fighting for Fix the Country. Most of us are members of Fix the Country. So, as future leaders, if we must fix the country and we are doing, even on campus, we couldn't fix ourselves. On campus, we are fighting. What can we do? What does the future hold for us? What can we prove that we can do better when we become leaders of the country? This is the time that we must fix this destruction, this fight. We must fix it and make sure peace always prevails on campus. So that when we become leaders, we have the track records that we can also make sure that peace will happen in Ghana. So I thank you. From now, I believe that we are no longer going to hear about fight between halls on campus, whether at UCC between Atlantic and CASFORD is no more, whether at University of Ghana Legon between Commonwealth and SARBAH is no more. At KNUST, Commonwealth University of Science and Technology, whether between KATANGAH and Unity is no more. Now we are going to join, we are going to prove our potentials in academics, in games competition, not fight going to the territory of the other, going to disturb, going to on procession, singing and chanting to. No, please, let's cease fire to bring good report about us on the international market concerning Ghana universities, because UCC has brought glory, has been ranked as the top one of the new entrant universities in the time, for the first time, new entrant